Hey guys, how's it going? Brian Bowman here. Welcome to another eCom Underground Daily. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. It's Friday. It's so good. And I'm doing something a little bit different today. So if you've been tuning in and there have been issues, I know there's been some technology issues streaming, and I know some of you have been getting the reminders. We should have it all resolved. I'm working diligently with the Wirecast folks. That's the platform I use to broadcast. And we should have all the technology issues settled. So hopefully this is coming through loud and clear, and there's no glitches. I know we've had a problem in the past. So I apologize. You guys are amazing for always being patient through it. And I just try to always bring amazing content to you every single day. And I've got something really cool today. I want to share with you really like my secret weapon for creating amazing ads. And actually, on the fly, I think I could actually switch this. So check this out. So I'm going to change this to my secret weapon for creating AMS images. You always got to have something in there, right? Like, so here, check it out. So creating killer AMS images, and I think if I push that through, it should go live. All right, very cool, on the fly. So again, I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. My Friday got off to a really funky start, actually. I don't know what's going on. I think I hit a little bit of a wall this week, just pushing hard, and but everything is still moving forward. Still moving forward on my one thing. I hope you are as well. A lot of you posted. There's a post in the group or in the Facebook group, eCom Underground, that like, what's your one thing this week that you're trying to move forward? And I really encourage you to stay on that, because if you pick one thing, it's not the only thing, but it's the one thing that's going to help propel your business forward. And it's actually one of the things that I'm excited about for the new podcast. So the new podcast, cross my fingers, if I can get the artwork done in time. I'm targeting a June 1st launch, so you will definitely hear more about that. Definitely going to need your support to push this thing to the new and noteworthy, and to see how far we can get it up in the business podcasts. So I'm really, really excited. And one of the things I'm going to focus on in the show isn't just like tips and tricks and stuff, right? That's a lot what AMZ Profit Pros was like. It was a good podcast, and there's a lot out there that do that. One of the things I really want to do is it's going to be more of a business/e-commerce podcast. Business is, I've always been an entrepreneur. Like, I love business, and there's so many people that have influenced and have mentored me and that I've mentored, and I just want to bring all those insights and bring people into the podcast from our community, from other communities that I know are crushing it in their business, and they have so much that we could all learn from, and I want to bring them on. But the format's going to be a little different, so I'm going to tease it and I'll leave it at that. But definitely look out for that. So hopefully June 1st, hopefully next week, I'll have some more details, and I'll probably have a big favor to ask you guys. But for now, I want to deliver some value to you, like we always do on these eCom Underground dailies, hopefully. And if you enjoy this, if you are part of the eCom Underground group, thank you. You're an amazing part of this community, and I appreciate you so much. Invite your friends, invite other sellers, people you know, have them go to joinecomunderground.com. That'll take them straight to our community, and they can tune in. If you're watching this and you are not a part of our community, please come and join us. We're all passionate entrepreneurs. We're e-commerce sellers, and we're always talking about strategy. We support each other. There's no room for negativity. Like, it's all about support, and we're really, what we're creating is more of a mastermind than just a group where you can go and just dip in and dip out. Like, we really are creating a community. So with that being said, here we go. Hopefully you guys have AMS. And let me get that out of the way first. If you don't have AMS, please, please, please get AMS. Like, I don't know any other way to say it. You need to be leveraging this platform without too much like hype or anything. If you don't, your competitors will. You need to get there before your competitors do. It is the low-hanging fruit right now on Amazon. It's so easy to get through, especially with I've given you so many resources to be able to understand how to get access. If you go to learnams.com/launch plan, there's 2 guides there that I've put together completely free. You can download those. So at the very least, get those guides, go through it. If you have questions, you can post in the group. I have more exclusive training that you can get. Again, I've poured myself completely into this. People have already been posting results in the group. It's amazing. So but at the very least, you have to get access. The cost per click are just dramatically lower. I've worked with clients and I've worked with friends in like the cell phone space, and I've worked with friends in the supplement space, and like a sixth of the cost of the clicks, which just instantly drives down your ACoS and drives up your ROI. So guys, if you don't have it, get it. Now, for those of you that have it, I know a lot of you are wondering, how do I scale? How do I get more out of my campaigns? I just had a call today with the amazing Jason Pratt. Anyway, he's amazing. He's just a true entrepreneur, and I had him on, and we were talking about some stuff with his campaign. We were talking about scaling. One of the best things you can do is understand the power of AMS. See, when we have a traditional sponsored products ad, here's the ad, and we spend $100, let's say. If your click-through rate, on average, the click-through rate on a sponsored products ad is 0.5%, not even 1%. On average, it's 0.5. Now, we can make that a little bit higher by making sure that we use keywords that are really relevant to our product. Obviously, brand names are going to have higher click-through rates. If you sell cell phone cases, then cell phone case is going to have a higher click-through rate because it's very relevant. But that's about all we can do in sponsored products. With AMS, we can do something way more powerful. We can influence images, copy, and a huge thing, the keyword associated with the image. So if someone searches for big cell phone case, I mean, whatever, let's say sleeping bag, light sleeping bag, then we can walk down that path. Light sleeping bag is the search term. Now we show them a light sleeping bag headline, and we show them our light sleeping bag. Does that make sense? So we're more likely to get clicks and conversions. That's the power of AMS. So my number one hack, my number one trick for creating higher CTR or click-through rate is the images that I use. And the images I use in my ads. And my number one secret weapon for creating killer AMS images is a tool called clippingmagic.com. I believe it's .com, but Clipping Magic, go check it out. It's super cheap. It's like, I think $3.99 a month. And what it allows you to do is to easily crop images, like easier than anything else. I know there's, what's the one that, Fuse? Fuse is okay. You like hover around. I'm yet to find anything that produces as crisp of images and as clean of images as Clipping Magic. So that is my secret weapon. Literally, I will take one campaign that's running, I will duplicate, and the only thing I'll change is that image. That image is so important, and I use Clipping Magic. That's my secret weapon. Everyone that I've ever shown it to, when they're done with it, they're like, "What? That was so easy. That was so cool," and like they can't believe how easy it is. And obviously, you can use this for any product images you have, where you want to clip out the background and just show the product and put it against a white background. But go check out that tool. I think it's clippingmagic.com, secret weapon, and hopefully you got some good value, some good nuggets, because really what I've shared with you, even on this like little session here, could dramatically transform your AMS campaigns. This is the kind of stuff that I do when people reach out that they want one-on-one. I go much more in depth in the course on this, but even this bit right here, if you start applying this strategically, will make all the difference. That's how I'm able to get, we've been able to get 10, 12, 15% click-through rates. Like, it's insane. And think about that. If you're spending $100 and you had a 0.5% click-through rate, a certain amount of traffic went to your listing, right? They clicked and they went through. If I double that to 1%, so 0.5 to 1, I've doubled the amount of traffic and I'm not spending any more money. Now if I can take 1 and I go to 5, now I have 10x the amount of traffic coming through. So that's how all of a sudden ACoS starts going down, 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 and we start getting more higher ROI. I'm going to have a quick look here to see if there are any questions, because it looks like we're all good. I'm so happy that all of you are tuned in and we're not having any issues with the technology side of this, because this has been a bit of an issue. So let me just go ahead and refresh here. I'm going to crank this on and just make sure. My man Fernando posted in the group. He's getting some good results, really applying a lot of this stuff. So Fernando, thanks for posting that. It's so good when you when we have. There's so much happening behind the scenes, and it's so cool when other people can kind of see what's happening, what's going on, and the results. So Fernando, thanks for that. Do you recommend always using a white background image? Not always. If it's a lifestyle photo, so if it's somebody actually using the product, then I would. I wonder if this skipped. Okay, if Sorry, guys. I'm a little distracted. I get easily distracted, by the way. Do you recommend always using it? No, not always using white. I use it as the control, but for lifestyle images. So if I'm going to show somebody actually using the product, I tend to not obviously have a white background. Brady, need a one-on-one session about my funnel. Let's do it, brother. Would love to. Also, AMS ads, not getting any impressions. What should I do? All right, so there's a lot of things here. You got to check. There's a few things you got to go right to. One, you got to go straight to the actual campaign. Look at the keywords. Hopefully, you've got high volume keywords in there. There's high volume, medium volume. It shares that with you. Check that. See if any of your terms that are maybe your high volume ones that were getting impressions, did they get turned off? Because AMS will automatically pause your keywords if you have a point. Sometimes it varies, but it's usually 1,000 or more impressions or lower than 0.7 or lower percent click-through rate. So let me repeat that. If you've had 1,000 or more impressions and your click-through rate on AMS was 0.7 or lower, AMS will automatically pause your keywords, so make sure that those haven't been paused. The other thing is, if you're still not getting impressions, look at your bids. Are they too low? Maybe crank them up and let's see, not long-term and recklessly, but let's crank them up and let's see what happens. The other thing that I would recommend is, okay, so I think that's pretty good. Impressions, we've done, I'm doing this on the fly and looking at questions coming in. So bids, keywords, I'm assuming you mean headline. If it's product display ads, then you got to try different products and really crank up your bid, because product display is actually going to have the highest impressions of all. So maybe that's another strategy you may want to consider, is using more product display ads. Cool. All right, Danny's in the house. It's kind of cool. Now FB Live will actually show you who is popping in here, which is pretty cool. Danny and I are, I don't know, Danny, can I share it? I think this is live, dude. I'm like, Danny and I did a really cool session on Facebook and funnels, and I think we got another one coming up. I hope Danny's not upset that I'm sharing it. Danny doesn't get upset about anything, so I'm sure it's cool. I'll keep you guys posted on that. And yeah, that's about it. So cool. All right, hopefully that was helpful, guys. Again, this is the eCom Underground Dailies is really where I just take a little bit of time, hopefully share some knowledge with you guys. And a couple things for you to look out for. Look out for the new podcast. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be a blast. And they're going to be regular episodes, too. So have everything planned out. We're probably going to end up doing weekly. It's going to be a combination of strategy, tactics, different principles, techniques, also guests, and a lot of cool stuff. So for those of you who were fans of the AMZ Profit Pros podcast, this is going to be all of that and even more. So I'm really excited. And I appreciate all of you. You're all amazing. Have an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. And if you know anyone who could benefit from this and our amazing community, have them go to joinecomunderground.com. I would love to have them. All right, guys. Bye.